very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Today, again, we're going to go very, very quickly on what's happening across the world. Okay. We are very hot about Iran right now. Very, very hot, very much burning across the Middle East. You know exactly what's happening over there, and nobody likes it. Okay. The United States of America and Israel engaged Iran militarily by bombarding multiple sites and unaliving some of the leaders. We're talking about political leaders, religious leaders, and military leaders. It's absolutely insane because the impact's going to be tremendous and horrendous, perhaps. Well, what we know right now is in Kuwait, several US warplanes have crashed in the country. Multiple US planes, at least one has crashed. We don't know exactly how. Okay, there are no precision. Was it hit by an Iranian missile? A drone, perhaps? We don't 100% know, but definitely there are footages showing a US F-15 Strike Eagle spiraling downward in flame in Kuwait. And this is not a very good look. But what happened to the pilots? What happened to the pilots is very clear. Pilots were able to eject and landed safely and was helped by the locals. So the locals were very happy, very kind enough to help the pilot. The status of the weapon and system operator at the cruise is unknown. So they don't know. They didn't give details on what's really down the plane, but US planes have been perhaps downed, not 100% sure, but they crashed, no doubt about it. In Kuwait, was this from Iran or not? We don't know. Now, this is crazy stuff because the Kuwait Ministry of Defense has claimed on Monday that several US warplanes crashed. This is the Kuwait ministry saying several US planes crashed. Okay, this is not Iran claiming Kuwait, and there are videos about it. Now, 3 American soldiers, we're talking about death here. 3 American soldiers have been confirmed dead and at least 5 more injured since the operation started against Iran.
Earlier today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more. Before it ends, that's the way it is. Likely be more, but we'll do everything possible.
Okay, it's very sad to see young men go to war that they didn't start and to die, in a situation that's definitely crazy. And Donald Trump has vowed revenge, revenge for the death, and warned it will probably be more casualties before the war ends. Okay, Donald Trump has vowed revenge for these military from the United States of America that have given their lives. Their family will probably never see them anymore. Sorry, I just said probably. They will never see them anymore, unfortunately. And that's the situation. Okay, Donald Trump has vowed revenge for these American soldiers that are being killed and 5 more injured. The situation is really drastic right now. Number 3, Iran has rejected talks after second round. Okay, Iran rejects talks. I mean, people expected that after things that have occurred right now, Iran should be able to say, you know what, we're really sorry. How about we sit down and have a discussion? No, they're not about that. The leader, the supreme leader, has been killed, but Iran is still standing. Okay, they not going to give up. They say, no, we don't want to talk with America. Media report from the United States of America suggested that Iran had asked for negotiations. Okay, they say Iran is asking for negotiations. But the Secretary of Supreme National Council of Iran, named Ali Lajaniri, has dismissed that. He said, no, we didn't ask for any talks. What are you talking about? Stop lying about us. Okay, US media say Iran is asking for talk. They say, no, we're not asking for no talk. We're not interested. Matter of fact, he said that things very clearly. He said that they're not going to negotiate with the US. He said Iran is right now defending itself. And he also said that the country armed force did not initiate the war. So there's no reason for them to come and ask for talks. You came to our backyard to start issues. You can't be talking that we're asking to talk after you hit us. We need to continue fighting. When asked if there was any political or diplomatic way to end the war, he said that this is not the first time, okay? This is not the first time because they were interrupted when they were in negotiation. 2025, it happened in the past. They had a negotiation in 2025 already. U.S. and Israeli attacked Iran and bombing Ordo, if you remember, And meanwhile, in the second time, while they were discussing again in Oman and then in Geneva, they started the very same thing. They bombed and killed the supreme leader. So for them, you can't negotiate with somebody like that. There's no trust. If you clearly do something like this, it means you're going to do it again. I mean, yeah, it is very hard here, but because I like you very much, I need to do it for you. Okay, an explosion in oil processing center in Saudi Arabia. It's been seen. In Saudi Arabia, there's been a massive explosion in a oil processing center. Where does this come from? Is it a hit from Iran? Question mark. They're still investigating. Once again, Saudi Arabia did not want to get involved in this situation, even though they have multiple military bases from the United States of America. They refused to get involved in this war. They actually refused to allow the United States of America to use their airspace to strike Iran. But unfortunately, the situation went the way it went. Iran had to strike America at some way. The distance between America and Iran is very, very long. So Iran had to hit somewhere. So they targeted some of the targets in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is very angry about that. And they vowed to do something about it. Is this going to go to become a bigger war against Iran? Okay? The death toll. A lot of people are dying, my brother. Okay? At least 555 people have been killed in Iran. Okay? This is just Iran. And amongst them, unfortunately, about 91 students, because a school has been hit, and that's very, very sad. Internet in Iran has been cut. Blackout, complete blackout in Iran for the past 48 hours. Monitors of the internet is showing there's no network at all. Shut down, as per the West, is a go-to tactic for the regime with previous instances. January. Remember back in January when, now you must understand me, I'm in Africa, it's very, very hot. Yeah. In January, when protesters went to the street to protest against Iran, there was blackout. Now, Iran justifies that by saying that internet connection allows the enemy to operate in the country because some of these people have some of the best technology in the world. They can target, they can engineer, they can, intelligence and find out exactly where you are. So one of the best way to stop it is completely cut the internet connection. In Greece, okay, Greece is one of the places where Shahid drone from Iran has hit as well. Okay, the drones from Iran was hit a UK base in Greece. UK military base in Greece has been hit by Shahid drone.
Στις 12:03 τα μεσάνυχτα,
At 12:03 midnight, a Shahid-type drone approached the military installations inside the British base in Akrotiri, causing minor damages.
στο ακροτήρι, προκαλώντας μικρές υλικές ζημιές.
Are the United Kingdom people involved in this war? Well, officially not. But the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom said that he's going to provide support to their friends. He said that openly. Okay, for the people that are going to watch us on the next video, you'll see that. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom said, our friends need us for defense purpose.
The United States has requested permission to use British bases for that specific and limited defensive purpose. We have taken the decision to accept this request to prevent Iran firing missiles across the region, killing innocent civilians, putting British lives at risk, and hitting countries that have not been involved. The basis of our decision is the collective self-defense of long-standing friends and allies.
So does that make them, part of the war? Question mark. In Lebanon, Israel has issued displacement orders to the people in 53 Lebanese towns and villages, forcing hundreds of thousands of people to flee their home in the dead of the night. Yeah, you can imagine that, being told, okay, you need to get out of your town. 53 different towns and villages. Get out. Why? We don't know. We're going to bomb somebody. Crazy stuff. Let's move on. UK government. The UK government is preparing evacuating people from the Middle East because it's bad. Okay, evacuation is being prepared. The United Kingdom is setting up support system to help evacuate its citizens from the Middle East. About 300,000 people are actually stuck in that place right now. Many, many people are stuck. Many people from all over the world, from South Africa, from Uganda, from Kenya. Many people are crying on the internet, asking governments to help them get out. You know, according to flight tracking, more than 3,400 flights have been cancelled in the first few days of the conflict. 3,400 flights cancelled. Crazy stuff. I was in Dubai a couple of days ago. Crazy. I was over there and I was ready. I was over there and I was thinking. I'm like, this might just happen right now as I'm here, and I'm just very lucky I wasn't there as it happened. So major regional airports, including Dubai International, Abu Dhabi, all of them completely closed. Okay. Now the UK said they are looking for a wide range of options, working crucially with several travel industry to bring them the people back. And the British government, to add on to this, the British government wants the airspace of Dubai to open. Why? Because they want to send rapid deployment teams. Rapid deployment teams. What does that mean? Men. Rapid deployment team in the region to work with travel industry. Is that them telling the truth? Why would you send soldiers to evacuate people? Why don't you just use the embassy? They want to send rapid deployment troops on the land. Is this a strategy? I don't know. You let me know how you feel about this. So that's what it is, fellas. We're gonna bring you exactly what you need to hear, what's exactly happening. Definitely, like I said earlier, U.S. warplane crashed, okay, in Kuwait. At least one of them. Was it shot by the Iranians, or this is a mistake? We don't know. But what we know is the pilot managed to eject from the plane, and he was helped by the locals. We also know that 3 American soldiers have been unalived already, and 5 more are severely injured in this war. You know, poor guys, brothers of people, sons of people went to a war they don't necessarily understand. Donald Trump has vowed to avenge the death of these people. What is he going to do again? Number 3, we say that Iran has rejected talks, second round talks. They say it's unnecessary. The first time they had to discuss with these people, they were talking about it in 2025. As they were talking about this, trying to find a solution, the United States of America and Israel hit them. In 2026, the same thing happened. So there's no need to be talking. Okay. The Americans say that Iran wanted to have a discussion. The Iran, they rejected and said, we don't want no discussion. You came to our backyard to fight. Let's continue to fight. So this is crazy. Internet is shut down in Iran. Nothing is happening. They think that's the best way to control what's actually coming out of the country. Is that a good thing or not? In Greece, they've been hit as well by Iran. They don't play. They feel like the United Kingdom is getting involved. The United Kingdom has openly said they're not involved in the war. But the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom spoke lately saying that he's going to send airplanes to help defend their friends against Iran. Defend, that's what he said. But now we also see that they are sending troops. So that's another thing. Lebanon has been issued with orders to freeze 53 different Lebanese towns and villages, forcing hundreds of thousands of people to flee their home. Crazy stuff happening right now. That's what it is, fellas. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a pleasure to discuss with you, know exactly what's happening across the world. We're always going to bring it to you. Pure. See you on the next one. Do not miss the next video where we're going to break things down for you. God bless.